the power to take on the world. People don't understand.
There we go.
I'm happy.
So I believe we're actually live finally now. Let me know, guys. Let me know. Well, I hit live, but apparently YouTube wanted to screw up a little bit.
These sons of guns. I'm gonna use good words here because I don't want to get you demonetized. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, to be demonetized, I would have to be monetized. So hey, it's all
okay. No, whatever. I'll still use the good words. You know what I'm saying? There's kids watching.
That's fine. That's fine.
I use the good words. It's all right. I have no problem curbing the foul ones.
Let's put it this way. My last guest was Manabo.
Oh, God. You know what? I got to watch that.
Yeah, he told a story at the end of it.
Story time with Manabo. Beautiful thing.
It was actually... So there was a lot of eye-opening stuff. Like, we found out that he has a relative in GTS. He actually straight out came out and said that. And he actually also said that, yeah, he gave us an exclusive story.
Okay.
So if you haven't watched it yet, go back and watch it. It's the last one we did.
411 straight from the source. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to talk to you about it. I'm going to go watch that.
Yeah. Yeah, just watch that the whole time.
He's an entertaining character, man. Very entertaining character, and he's got the world in his hands, and he's just got to grab it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my guy. I want to see him up top. He could have been there already. Could have been up top already. That's my dude right there. I love that guy.
So it looks like everybody can hear and see us. That's perfect. That's awesome. If you didn't catch the beginning part of it, I am sorry. YouTube's
you missed out on stuff. You missed it. All right. There's more to come.
So I am here with the one and only Gey Mysterio in the bus.
That's right, in the bus. No yelling.
People are saying
this bitch of GS. I know I wasn't gonna say any of the bad words, but that word that doesn't count. That's not a bad word because I'm the baddest one.
People are saying hi, Lance. I don't know why they're saying hi, Lance. There's no Lance isn't here yet.
Lance isn't here.
Lance is coming up.
He's scheduled on a different day. This is Gey Mysterio. This is the bad bitch.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The one that's been putting on some stellar matches down at GTS lately. They didn't hear me say that before. I think my last 5 matches were pretty dang good.
Lance, Gey, are you a landscaper? No, we already established that. He's not.
Listen. All right, listen here. Let's just think about this for 1 second. Do you really think that there is a man with the first name Lance and the last name Scaper that cuts grass for a living? Do you really think that's what really exists? Do you really think that? Because Landscaper he's the same thing as Gey Mysterio. It's the same thing. They're just a character on a show. You know what I'm saying? Like, is my name Landscaper? No, it's not Landscaper. It's Gey Mysterio. But anyway, if your last name was Scaper, would you name your kid Lance? So everybody be like, oh, look, it's Landscaper. Ah, he's a landscaper. Ah.
I bet somebody would do it. I bet somebody would do it.
Let's be realistic. Anyhow, go ahead. Let's see what's popping, because I figure you probably have some sort of questions. You want to get in touch and
Oh, my good friend Moda here says, I don't know if I can watch. Gey looks like a clown, and clowns scare me.
Listen, I got this clown mask on because the circus is coming to town. I'm a big fan of deathmatch wrestling. I want to be a deathmatch wrestler one day, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm just, it comes and goes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I want to do it. Sometimes I don't. But I love watching it. And ICW New York has no holds barred deathmatch circus in 2 weeks. Millville, New Jersey. Check it out. It's going to be crazy. And I love these guys. These deathmatch guys are good, crazy people, man. I love them. Anyhow, that's why I got the clown mask. But I like it, though. What do you think? It's a lot than you.
Oh, I love it. I was always a fan of that one.
It had a zipper, but the zipper broke. So I put on some Velcro. And then now it's all stretched out. And you want to hear something crazy? I told my little my cousin, no, not my cousin, landscaper's cousin. See, I'm I'm gonna be doing this quite often now. Let's fix that. Anyhow, landscaper's cousin Johnny Marzano asked me. He says, "Can I have your old mask?" I'm like, Marzano, it stinks. That's why I'm getting rid of it. It's old and it stinks. It's got sweat. Even when I wash it, it's getting faded. Why would he want my stinky mask? Does that make any sense? He's a special boy, though, that Johnny Marzano. I love him too. He's a good egg. Good egg.
Creed wants to know, did you get that mask from Ray from WrestleMania?
I got this mask from MrMaskman.com.
That'd be cool if that was from Ray, but
MrMaskman.com. Got the clown mask. I got a new mask that I'm going to debut on GTS. This is not my GTS mask. This is my Deathmatch Circus mask. But I have a new one for GTS. I couldn't wear it tonight because I got to debut it on the show.
When is that going to be, do you know?
When is it going to be? Shoot, I don't know. With the it could be 2 weeks. It could be 3 weeks. You never know.
Yeah, with the episodes being stacked up, yeah.
You never know. Anyhow.
Nunzio. Or Nunzo Hop Hop, I guess, on Twitter.
Yeah, I know this guy.
Hey, Gey Mysterio, what do you think of Phil Murray signing an executive order for New Jersey to have outdoor sports?
Outdoor sports? We got him? We signed the deal? We got outdoor sports now? That's amazing. That's amazing. Listen, I didn't know the news because I try not to watch the news because it's all bad news. I want to make a station that's called Good News, and nobody's gonna watch it because nobody cares about good news. But that's what I'm gonna just put on all good news all the time.
Good news, Mysterio.
Yeah, good news with Gey Mysterio. Like, oh my God, the world is not going crazy like it is. Like, it's good stuff. Like, somebody helps somebody, or just the other day, I know this for a fact because Landscaper talks to me quite often. This old lady who was complaining about the way these guys cut her grass was yelling and screaming, and then she was having like a faint fit. She almost fell down. She's like, I can't make it. And Lance was like, what do you want, lady? It's COVID. I can't go touching you. You know what I'm saying? So, but he let her touch the arm, and she walked her back to the house. That should be on Good News.
Yeah, I mow lawns myself every now and then. So
okay, connoisseur of the grass game.
Coaster Scaper. I've been doing that for 10 years. Thinking about it.
The grass game, it's not an easy game. It gets hot outside. It's constant labor. Especially if you got like a rough boss who's like, let's keep it moving, boss.
Oh, I'm my own boss. It's a company of one.
That's good.
And it started out just on my street, just so I can get a couple bucks to save up for a car. 10 years later, and it's still going, just for gas money.
There you go.
Gey Mysterio, who is your favorite NFL team, or do you actually watch NFL?
I played a little football in my day. About 10 years of organized football. My favorite team's got to be the New York Football Giants. This is the area. It's the area, baby.
It's definitely been the common answer to that question, yes.
Yeah, well, listen, this is the area. Ocean County's hot with wrestling, and they love the Giants or sometimes the Eagles. But those people have, like, issues, but that's all right.
Could you take a guess on who would be mine?
You said, oh, you're the Patriot guy.
I can't stand the Patriots.
Now you hate the Patriots?
I hate the Patriots.
What, you a Jets guy?
I'm a Buffalo Bills fan.
Okay, Buffalo Bills is all right. They're good. They helped us out
yes.
back in '92. Old Scotty Norwood. I love that guy. Gotta love Scotty Norwood. And the worst part is was that the last one of the three-peat of going to the Super Bowl or no?
I try not to remember those.
But can you imagine if that's the way you cap off your three runs to the Super Bowl with a Scotty Norwood shanker? Oh my goodness! I watched that game back, and it was like it wasn't a beautiful game at all. But but defensively, it was a game.
But here's the worst part about being a Bills fan. So I'm actually originally from New York, the state, not the city.
Okay.
But I lived with Cowboys fans.
I hate the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Listen, when you go to Giants Stadium and there's more Cowboys fans than Giants fans, it's a little ugly. It's a little ugly. I went there the year that the Giants won, and then after the game when the Cowboys won in the regular season, they were all like, "Oh, we're better than you." I was like, "Ah, we'll see you in the playoffs, asshole." And what happened? We saw them in the playoffs. There you go.
Were you at Mania 35?
Listen, I have never been to a WrestleMania. It's sad, very sad. I haven't been to a live show in a while. The last time I went to a live show, like WWE, I go to live shows every weekend, but WWE, like, it's been a while. It's been a while. But I got some good WWE stories. I got some good ones. Like
I'm surprised you weren't there then, seeing as it was at MetLife.
Oh. This goes back to the person who portrays the characters being this busy guy. Like, it's just recently where I told my job that I'm gonna live my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm a wrestler. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you don't like the fact that I'm a wrestler, fire me. You know what I'm saying? It's simple. I wrestle on Saturdays. I wrestle on Sundays. I mean, shit. I was trying to wrestle every day, but that's hard to do. Especially you get home at 7 o'clock at night. You're supposed to be at class at 7 o'clock at night. An hour away, it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, no, I hear you. That was actually, so we went to it. It was actually our first ever WrestleMania going to, and
I should have went. I think Bale went. Son of a bitch.
Bale went, Tommy went,
Yeah, they all went.
Grim went.
They all went.
I was. Oh, hey, someone said they like the Steelers.
The Steelers are good. They're a solid squad. I was a big Jerome Bettis fan. I had a Jerome Bettis Steelers jersey. It was reversible.
What do you think of my? So I said his name is Moda. His real name is actually Money Out the Anus. That's his name. But you take out the first letters of each word.
Yeah, no, I got it. Acronym.
Yeah, exactly. It's funny though because whenever he super chats to somebody, YouTube only calls him an anonymous because it doesn't want to say it.
I love these glasses. I feel like Jack Nicholson right now.
He says, "Gay, I'm not familiar with you on GTS wrestling or GTS wrestling, so he's not into GTS yet."
Okay. Listen, do you like wrestling? Are you into wrestling in general?
Oh yeah, he loves WWE. So a lot of my fan base is from another community called Wrestling Days.
Okay.
And he's a big YouTuber in the UK as well. But like
people in the UK.
Yeah, he's been live streaming every single day for I think 110 days in a row now. And just like reactions to like Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, all this stuff, and then does like watch along. So that's where a lot of the fan base comes from. So they're not. Some of them aren't familiar with GTS yet. I have gotten some to actually start watching along with you guys.
If they're not familiar with GTS, then we got to put them on. We got to tell them why they need to watch GTS.
Yes.
All right. First, I'm going to tell you, you need to watch GTS to get yourself a little bit of Gey Mysterio. Because my matches lately, I had 2 against Jay. I had the match with Pete. I had that match with Jimmy. I've had some matches lately that have been pretty solid. And then, you know, there's been some hardcore. There's been some funny stuff. I even wrestled a guy with no shoes on. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I cut my foot open like an idiot, like a moron. I cut my foot open wrestling a guy with no shoes. Like I told Grim, I thought I was fighting Joe Wolf. I would have kept that all in the ring. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have gotten out of the ring with Joe Wolf. I would have kept it all in the ring. 1, 2, 3, get it done.
And anyway, so I mean, you get a lot of crazy stuff on GTS.
Yeah, it's been a crazy run, but GTS in general is pretty crazy wrestling. We have a lot of good superstars that you know, besides myself, that are worth watching. There's some guys worth watching out there. I'm gonna put it out there right there. 2XL, worth watching. Ace Hitman Jones, the guy's worth watching. Kurt Bale's worth watching. Jay Evans, worth watching. An amazing thing about GTS too is a lot of these guys came from nowhere.
Yeah,
you
that's
know
right.
what I mean? It's all homegrown talent. It's all homegrown talent. Jay Evans was just some kid who loved wrestling.
Shout out to whoever remembers the Ice Demon.
The Ice Demon. I just watched a couple matches with the Ice Demon because I like to go back. Watch me because I've been around. I've seen some stuff. And Jay Evans, he's solid, man. The kid is solid. And he came from nothing. Look at all these guys. Bonifer, Joe Wolf, Tommy Salami, Pete Corvus. All these guys just got with Grim Jimmy. Everybody's hero, Vlad. That guy came from nothing.
So his other part of his question is, what's your favorite type of match to have, and who have you had your best match with?
My favorite kind of matches to have. I like ones where I beat the hell out of somebody. those are my favorite. The ones where I put a real good whooping on somebody. Because that's what makes me happy is putting the hands right to some folks. You know what I'm saying? That's what I enjoy. That's why I'm in this. That's why I'm in this game, is because I like to hit people. I like getting hit too, but I try not to. Because I'm trying to win. You know what I'm saying? Protect the dome, and you'll be good to fight the war till the end. But I love matches with a lot of aggression. Like I said, did you see the matches with me and Jay Evans? The one where he took the title from me like a bum. He took it.
Oh yeah, the 4-way, right?
No, it's just me and Jay Evans, 1-on-1.
1-on-1.
This is a lot of recent stuff.
A lot of recent, yeah. Yeah, because you won it with food in the fridge, and then
I had the YouTube title. I was on top of the mountain. But that's the thing. You could get knocked right off the mountain just as quick as you got on there. You got to be ready for that. And I'm ready for the long haul, to be honest with you. I'm ready to get back on the horse and get right back to the top of the mountain.
So I'm trying to go back because I had to take a year off from. I took a year off from watching GTS because I used to be able to watch it. I say this in almost all the interviews. I used to watch it every single day because I had a job where I was sitting at a gas station and no one cared if you were using your phone. So I just sat there every single day, clicked GTS every single day, and watched it for 2 years.
Yep.
Yeah, and so now I have a different job as in management in a retail store that I can't do that. So over the last year,
they'll call you out on that shit. They'll be like, "Hey, what are you doing on your phone, man?"
I'm just watching wrestling. That's all.
Yeah, you got a job to do here. You can watch your wrestling later.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm catching up though. I saw the cash in. I've been catching up, definitely. And I think if I'm right, Gey Mysterio was there over a year ago, right?
Yes, it's my 1-year anniversary. It all started with a date with Joey Angelo at the Burger King. I don't know if anybody remembers that. That was the best video in the history of making videos. That video was great, and people didn't even watch it. They didn't even watch it. They're like, I hate this Gey Mysterio. He's terrible. I'm not gonna watch this crap. But it was hilarious. It was hilarious. He mushed a sandwich in my face. He wasted my sandwich.
Yep.
And I mushed one in his face first, so I guess I kind of deserved it. But
I do remember this, actually.
I ate most of the sandwich as he was mushing it. As he was mushing it, I grabbed it from his hands and I ate it. Because those sandwiches were $8 and change. He didn't even buy me the meal. He was supposed to take me out on a date, and he didn't even buy me the sandwich. He's a piece of garbage, but I love him anyway. Son of a bitch.
Chicken parm,
son of a bitch, eating mother fluff.
He'll dip his parm in it.
Kid though, Joey Angelo. See, that's the problem. He wouldn't say it. He didn't
I know.
Dip his parm in it.
I know. He stopped saying that. Yeah, for a long time.
He got all bashful with it. It was good stuff. It was very entertaining. Listen, a lot of people don't understand. We try to entertain each other too. Not only you guys, not only the fans. We entertain each other. And when he was so shy and he was scared to dip his palm in it and all that stuff, that entertained us. And now look at him. He's an animal.
Yeah.
He's an animal. He does stupid shit. He's crazy. I love him.
I tried getting him to come
I don't
on
love
to the
everybody.
show, but
Try to get him.
he doesn't like doing interviews.
He declined because he's a shy little bastard. Ah, you shy little son of a bitch. Ah.
I
I
mean,
hope you watch it, Joey.
we
I
had
hope you
your
watch
brother on. Come on, man.
Yeah, look at your brother. Your brother ain't shy.
He was on it twice.
He's been on twice.
Yeah.
He's probably gonna call you back up looking for a third time. You know what I'm saying?
Well, so he came
ain't
on, and then he did a rap about Doo-Hop, and then Doo-Hop came on and started talking, and then he came on the next or 2 nights after that.
Did you? It was about a month ago. You got to go back and watch this. A month ago, KBA did a cartoon. It was the opener to the episode.
Yeah.
It was good. It was really good. I really think that we should do more KBA cartoons.
Last time I knew KBA, so everybody was like, "Oh, get KBA on, get KBA on." I'm like, "Who's KBA?" Like,
Who the hell is KBA?
last time I knew him, he was the Undertaker. Yeah, he was the Undertaker last time I saw him.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Mills says, "I got a question."
Shoot.
Coaster, tell Gay about your 300 video. When can we expect it? Yeah, the 300 video. So okay, when
What's the story with this?
I hit 300 subs on YouTube, not long ago, and thank you. I'm actually at 375 right now, and I told everybody that when I hit 300, I said, "What do you want me to do?" And they voted, and they wanted me to recreate the scene from 300. And so I will do that. I'm still waiting to get. I actually have a vacation coming up. So more than everybody else waiting, I got time to film it and actually not because I have a son now. My son's 6 months old.
How old is he?
6 months old.
6 months. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Children are a blessing and a curse.
Mine. So I'm not getting that part of it yet. Like he's sleeping through the night. He's already had his first tooth come in, so I'm already over that screaming fit. So it's like we're kind of advancing up. He's already trying to walk before crawling too.
God, listen, if he don't get you now, he's gonna get you later. Sooner or later, he's gonna get you.
Yeah, I can already see it now. I can see that smile when he smiles at me. He's like,
listen, I got girls.
Yeah.
I got girls.
Yep.
Girls are out of control.
And you got tough girls too. I'll put that up there.
Yeah, they're hardworking girls. I'm proud of them.
I've seen some of the older videos, but let's just say I seen AWE.
She wanted to be a wrestler for a little while, and then the COVID happened, and that kind of like spoiled everything. We were getting ready to sign her up. We were going to sign her up to a good wrestling school.
I was there with the whole Jimmy thing.
Jimmy's a reckless kid.
Yeah.
He's a reckless piece of work.
Everybody says, "Hey, get Jimmy on too," but Jimmy. I can't.
Well, you don't want to do your interview?
He hasn't responded.
Little son of a bitch. Who the hell does he think he is? That little no good troll.
Exactly.
He won't do somebody's interview. What a piece of garbage.
I don't even think he read the tweet or anything like that. I don't know.
Tweet. He knows all day. He said, I don't even know who this guy is. Coaster Maniac. What are you going to talk about?
Oh, so I'll just come out, and once I get the loser belt, I'll give him the loser belt. How about that?
That's right. Listen, I'll help. I have no problem putting the hands to Jimmy. Look at these hands. I'll put them all over that.
These hands, yeah.
Mm.
Gay Cowboys got more titles than the Giants, and we own your asses.
What have you done for me lately? What have you done for me lately? You know what I'm saying? When was the last time you won one? Back in the 90s? I know the Giants been real bad lately. They've been real bad. I'm not saying they're good. But listen, you guys won in the 90s. Come on.
Shout out, please. Shout out to Jacob Mysterio WWE fan. How you doing?
What's the
Thoughts
word?
on Tito?
Thoughts on Tito? Listen, while I wear this mask, you never know what the future holds. Maybe Tito and Gey Mysterio could be the baddest team in the history of GTS. I mean, look, I got the clown mask, and I'm going to the deathmatch circus. I'm going to learn the weapons at the workshop. It's gonna be bad for people. Listen, if I learn deathmatch, people, you know what I'm saying?
No, because Zoom just cut out. What did you say?
I said if I learn deathmatch, people are gonna get hurt.
Gotcha.
It's end game, end game.
No, actually, it's funny because I have a different persona as well. If you can see it back there.
That big skeleton, like bat mask guy.
This guy right here, yeah.
Yeah.
This one's my mask right here.
Okay.
And
you feel a certain type of way when you put it on?
of course. Yeah.
Hours over you?
So
Listen.
I do haunted houses every October.
Okay.
And I work for one, and I actually am able to have freedom with my person I betray, and they let me use my own thing this year or last year, and yeah, once I put this on, it's a whole new atmosphere.
That's what it's all about, baby. That's how you gotta live. You put it on, you get the powers.
Exactly. Once
Yeah.
once that's on, it don't matter how old you paid to come there, you're gonna get scared.
You're getting scared.
I would chase people around. Like, I'll have to send you a picture of it afterwards, but I have like a half a football field length to chase people around with a baseball bat into the top of the mountain on the woods.
Nice. So you're laying the scare down on these kids.
Oh, I love it. I'm a huge horror guy.
My brother does that too. He does like this Field of Terror or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I've heard of something called that before.
He does. He was doing the clown gimmick for a little while, so I guess we have a little something in common. But he's into that stuff. He's a very artistic guy. He designs all of Landscaper's in-ring gear, and Lance is working on some hot gear coming. It's gonna be real hot. Shades of Buddy Murphy.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? The little cut in the pants. Oh, it's gonna be hot. Anyhow,
See you, Moda. You'll catch up later. Because this is going to go up as a video as itself, too, which is awesome. So it'll be a video / interview live, so the people that didn't get a chance to see it live will be able to watch it later on. So yeah, definitely, guys, share this with your friends. Make sure, if they're not watching these GTS Superstar interviews, why the hell not?
they're missing out.
Because so far, you are my number, by the playlist, this will be number 12.
The 12th interview, okay.
I don't know if it's the 12th interview. It might be like the 10th, but I had to make separate 2 different episodes for something. It was weird. So I think it's more like number 10. But
yeah, I did catch little bits here and there during the Kurt Bale interview.
You mean the 5-hour one, right?
5 hours. You're not getting 5 hours out of me. If you want 5 hours out of me, you better buy me a meal first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll be wearing that mask and I'll be living like that by the end of it.
You know what I'm saying? 5 hours with me, you better buy me some dinner and treat me nice.
Oh, you better be getting a 5-hour energy.
Yeah, right?
When is Tony Emerald coming on? We're in talks about that, especially after the last episode or last interview. We have something possibly planned down the road, so stay tuned to that. The one with me and Pete Corvus, though. Me and Pete Corvus had an interview, and we were talking, and we came up with an idea, and Pete ended up texting Grimm about it, and Grimm responded back saying genius, and then he told him that it was my idea. So maybe in a future episode, we were talking.
You could be like the Vince Russo over here.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You could be like whispering in Big Vince's ear. He's like, "Hey Vince, I got this idea."
Yeah, let's do that. Like a partial writer. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we said.
I'll even tell. I'll be like, listen, I was talking to this Costa Maniac guy. And he's got some good ideas, Graham. He's got some really good ideas. You better listen to this guy.
We were talking about KBA and KBA doing that rap battle against Grimm.
Yeah, I was
And
the host of that, the host with the most.
so my idea was another rap battle. KBA versus Tony Emerald.
Oh my goodness! You know what? I think I heard wind of this.
Yeah, did you?
Yes, I think I did. I think I definitely heard wind of this. This doesn't sound new to me. But no,
That came from right here.
Listen, first of all, I don't think Emerald raps will even rhyme.
That's the
First,
point.
yeah, they won't even rhyme, and they won't even be rhythmic. You know what I'm saying? They won't even have a flow to them. They'll be like three syllables, 4 syllables, 5 syllables. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be all over the place, but it'll be good.
Just
It will.
got real.
It just got real. Exactly. That's right.
That's cool.
That is right. That's good stuff.
That's
good
cool.
stuff.
That's cool that it's starting to get around then. Hey.
But that's the thing with GTS is something like that could be huge. Like I don't know. Do you remember when Tony Cini and Landscaper had that whole Francesca spaghetti deal?
Of course, you ate, well, not you, but he ate her spaghetti, yeah.
He ate the spaghetti. It was so stupid because
It ended up being a pie of this.
what we were saying was Lance's wife wasn't cooking him any dinner, so he was sneaking out getting dinner on the side. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
like how stupid is that? How stupid is that? But it's so hilarious, and I thought it was great.
And then there was an actual thing where she brought him a plate of spaghetti.
Yep, it was amazing.
I remember that. Yeah, that's back when I was watching. Yeah, I remember that.
But like that's what kind of wrestling we did. We did stupid like stories. You know, fun, silly stories with crazy characters, and you know, it's really hard, to be honest with you, to try to like sustain over a long period of time, because you know people get bored of the same thing, or so, you know, you try to do something different, and it's like, to be honest with you, when we were the most popular, I would go back and watch these videos, and the wrestling wasn't that good. The wrestling was just like, you know, like, look at these guys. Look at these silly guys.
But the stories were there.
Yeah, people like enjoyed watching the crazy stuff we were gonna do. I mean, there would be the ref outside of the rings calling the 1, 2, 3 from the camera. You know, there would be Lance's first match was the Pokeball Challenge or whatever, and it was Lance and Grimm versus Tony Emerald, Manabo, and Matt Castle. And it was about 15, 20 minutes of all three of them beating the living shit out of Lance. It was, you know, those were the days, you know, those were the days back in Supergram's yard.
Yep.
I used to go to Great Adventure and people would recognize the beard and stuff. They'd be like, oh my God, I know these people. Felt like a hero, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Ashton the God said, you've interviewed Gey, Kurt Bale, Jake Cage, Kamikaze, Grimm, KBA, Pete, Northeast Power Trip, Tommy Salami, Ed the Ref, and Duhop. That's 13.
This guy's paying attention. You've got a loyal follower right there. Just, you know.
I also got a playlist on my channel too that you can click on.
Yeah, well, I can't do any of that. I got this screen here.
Yeah.
But anyhow, let's
M&L Ghost just said, Gey, I followed you on Twitter.
That's what's up, man. Thank you. The more followers I get, the more people that get to bear witness. You know what I'm saying? Bear witness to this greatness that I call the bad bitch. You know what I'm saying? Bear witness. It's gonna be better.
Let's talk about your theme music for a second here.
It's I guess some YouTube approved jingle.
Yeah, I was going to play it before you came on, to be honest. I've been listening to it kind of all day.
I do like it. I'm not gonna lie. I do like it, but when I'm on a live show, I play Love Fools by the Cranberries.
Okay.
No, the Cardigans. The Cardigans. My bad. I apologize. Love Fools by the Cardigans. It's a good theme song.
And so somebody pointed out to me on Twitter, because they saw that you were coming on. They're like, Ask him why he had the what was it? The Vaseline Dreams theme music.
Is that the same music the Vaseline Dream came out to?
It was at one
It,
point.
it must be like just Grimm's fruity choice of music. I like sexual music. I don't know. It's probably like the sexual jingle, you know. You'll hey, here comes some hot man meat. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, somebody said Tony and Fran. That's right. I did do an interview with Tony and Fran as well.
Good people, those guys.
So it's crazy. And to me, okay, so I'm gonna be fair. My mind has been blown that I've gotten a chance to do all this stuff. Let's set the mood to pink. I don't know if you can tell it's pink, but it's pink. I DJ, so I have DJ lights all around me here too, so I can set the music and I can set the light to any color I want. Gey is the new Tito, the clown.
Listen, Tito ain't got shit on me. Tito ain't got nothing on me. Listen, there's something that I have that Tito doesn't have, and that's called talent. I'm athletic as a mother fluffer, you know what I'm saying? The old man still got it, baby.
Did you watch Extreme Rules?
I watched the beginning. It was real late at night, and then I fell asleep.
So you
didn't. It was real late at night. What did I do last night? Because it was last night, right?
Yep.
I'm trying to think. There was what was going on? Something happened. I can't even remember. It was yesterday. It was a long day.
I mean, you by now heard about the Rey Mysterio match, right?
Is that with the pictures of the eyeball?
Yeah, the eye for an eye match.
Yeah. Because a couple weeks ago, Rollins pushed his eye to the steps.
Yep.
Yeah. Listen, I really don't follow WWE as much as I should. I'm just I work a lot, and I tend to watch a lot of the AEW product because I know these guys. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
These are people that I've been around. Like
MJF.
I was on a show with Sonny Kiss, Joey Janela, Kyle the Beast. I mean, there was a lot of guys that are on AEW and working strong on the independents that are I've worked on the same shows with. So I guess I would gravitate towards them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I feel you. And I mean,
I love Sonny Kiss. Sonny Kiss is amazing.
If you watch one match on that, you gotta go back and watch the Swamp match.
Oh, I plan on watching the whole show once I get like a chance to sit down and
the
relax.
Swamp match. And so have you ever heard of a good friend of Grimm's I hear, Luge?
No, I don't know this Luge character.
It's she's a YouTuber named Luge. She does reactions and stuff. Another big follower. I was able to be part of her live stream last night and actually be on the screen while this match was happening. I believe she's at 900 and something thousand subs, and so
listen, these females, they get the subs pretty quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say anything, but like I tell my kids, I say, what does this girl even do on the TikTok here? She's dressed up like a little floozy. She's 15 years old, and she's got 600, 700,000 followers, 1.5 million likes on a picture. I mean, come on. Like, stop putting this filth on the goddamn internet. Nobody wants to see this crap.
Yeah, no, she's been around for a while. She does the same thing, like watches shows, she reacts to them. Nothing to like. She's met Grimm, I believe. But like we were watching a Swan match, and that's what I was reacting to, and like it was kind of hard for me to react to because I had the volume down on it. But yeah, at the end of it, what's that?
Was there any alligators?
I think there was a picture of one. Let's just say we saw a depiction.
They gimmick the alligator.
We saw a depiction of Sister Abigail, a form, and it blew everybody's mind.
Okay, yeah, I'll go check that out. So what are they doing? Bray Wyatt's going back to his old roots?
That's the thing. I think it was on Braun Strowman's head that he was facing the old Bray. When in reality he was facing the Fiend, I think.
Oh, so they pulled like a deception, almost like a cinematic type deal.
Yes, and so they asked everybody, what did you like better, that one or Boneyard match? That one or Boneyard match? I was one of the very few to pick the swap match. Because in my opinion, like, I'm a huge horror guy, like I said. Every single, that was a masterpiece. Like, I loved the Boneyard match. But by far, that one was better. 100%.
I actually even enjoyed the fight to the roof.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought that was put together pretty well. Like
And
for what it was.
the person that they had play Sister Abigail last night made it so much better. So, I'm not gonna give away spoilers.
Yeah, okay, no, don't, because I'm gonna watch.
Yeah, but just know, I don't know how they top that. I don't. But bootleg Rey Mysterio.
We always say that when we talk about.
I don't know. I think maybe Rey Mysterio might be a bootleg Gey Mysterio, huh?
So I'm saying, like, listen, this is my theory, right? Maybe Rey Mysterio catches a little wind of Gey Mysterio, and he gets a little pissed off, and then maybe wants to have a match.
Yeah, there you go.
Because I don't have a problem putting the hands to Rey Mysterio. It would be an honor and a privilege. You know what I'm saying?
So for someone that hasn't watched GTS, what is your finishing move?
I do a variation of Lance Gaber's Weed Whacker. I whack people off. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get whacked off. That's it. You're dead.
And so you don't do the 619.
I also use the Judas effect that tends to finish people sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't really have a finishing move. I mean, sometimes a move will get it done and then they're finished. So I guess I've sealed the deal with the whack 'em off. I've hit a couple guys with the Judas effect and it's had a good effect. And I like to keep it. I like to throw a little variety in there. I like to try to use a lot of moves. I'm a guy of positions. I like to try all these things out. Like I want to do the the Jaeger bomb.
Yeah.
I want to do that. I want to do that.
Well, we see you do a shooting star press.
I don't think so. I gotta get up for work tomorrow.
We've been trying to figure out who would do one.
I did do the Twisted Bliss though. I did do that. It was during the it was the battle. It was Food in the Fridge. I did the Twisted Bliss during Food in the Fridge. Yep.
So far, the candidates we have to do a shooting star press would be Tommy Salami, the the robot,
maybe one day. You never know. I might just dig down deep.
Or Hitman Jones.
Hitman Jones, I think, could do it. I think he could do it.
Or Pita Kid if he comes back.
Who knows? I haven't seen that boy in a while.
Yeah.
But I actually surprised myself. I was at an event the day before the event, and I was setting up the ring, and Joey Janela happened to be in the ring, and he was talking to a couple guys about some stuff, and I had this impulse, and I got up in the ring and I said, "Can I try?" And he said, "Yeah." So I was in the ring with Joey Janela. And I ran straight at him, and he pulled the rope down, and I did an Undertaker swanton over the top rope into a pool that wasn't even finished being filled up with water yet. It had like a foot of water over the top rope. Perfect Undertaker swanton. Landed perfectly. I blew my own mind.
So you had a foot of water to stop you at least?
Yeah, that was, instead of the ground, I had a foot of water.
But if you think a foot of water is not that much.
It's not very much, no. My back was stinging, but the adrenaline was rushing. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really feel it too much. But
And I give you guys all the credit in the world, because when I was at WrestleMania 35, I was able to go into the WrestleMania 3 ring. They had
Okay.
that set up.
Did you fall down?
No, but the ropes hurt.
Yes. The first time I ran the ropes, I had bruises.
Yeah, I believe
My
it.
my first day of wrestling, it was about 3 hours of training, and I watched a lot of guys have their first day, and a lot of guys like to watch on their first day. That's not my style. I didn't watch. I got in there and I did everything that everybody else did, and I could not move for like 2 or 3 hours. We went to the beach afterwards, and I couldn't even go in the water. I was laying in the sand in the fetal position, like, oh my God, my body hurts so bad. And I questioned whether I was going to go back.
I think
I said,
everybody does, right?
do I really want to do this again? If you do it the right way and you go to a school and you actually like beat the hell out of yourself, then you'll question it. You'll say, oh man, this isn't easy. But like, I guess if you go and you put together a little match and you have a match and you get over it a little quicker. But when you do 3 hours of training, then you're like, oh my God, this is killing me. Luckily, my good friend Lance, he went to go to he's currently in a school. So I get to reap his benefits. You know what I'm saying? That's why being multi-personalities, it has its rewards. Like Lance gets to learn from me how to say things and just be yourself and enjoy yourself and just like be free. Because I don't know if you've ever noticed that Lance doesn't really have too much to say. Like when you do an interview with Lance, it's going to be a lot different than an interview with me. It's not going to be like me talking the whole time. It's going to be like some guy being all quiet waiting for your next question. You know what I'm saying?
And that's all to do with the mask, yeah?
It's all the mask. Yes, it's the power.
The power.
It's the power of the mask. People don't understand. And I've got a new mask. Not even this one. I've got a new mask for GTS. It's time to burn this mother fluffer or give it to Marzano because he's a creep. But
GTS Maniacs as the baddest bitch in GTS.
baddest bitch on the planet.
Yeah.
Baddest bitch on the planet. I was actually going to say that before, that I not only know that I'm the baddest bitch in GTS, I might be the baddest bitch in wrestling today.
Who would be the second?
The second baddest bitch, probably who's a bad bitch? I think Taya Valkyrie is a bad bitch.
Who would you want your tag team partner to be? Like if you
I
could
had a
choose
tag team-
anybody.
If I could choose anybody in the world to be my tag team partner, it might be Braun Strowman because I just want to win, and we could put these we could put the hands on everybody. Everybody would get the hands. It would be good.
If we're going that way, I'm surprised you didn't say Mark Henry.
Mark Henry's getting a little long in the tooth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't be the world's strongest man forever. Sooner or later, somebody's stronger than you.
Someone said Fran is a bad bitch.
Oh, she's a crazy bitch.
Sometimes those are the most the most to worry about.
Exactly. She's probably the biggest threat to me at GTS because she's unpredictable.
Do you think she's winning the title?
I hope so. I truly hope so because, out of a lot of the people that I know from GTS, she puts her heart out there. She puts her heart on the field. You know what I'm saying? She puts it all out there, and that's a respectable quality. Because a lot of people, they don't understand what it takes to really be the best and what it takes to like achieve the goals that like everybody sets goals and say, yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And some people achieve, but they don't achieve greatness. You know what I'm saying? Like you can achieve, but you can't achieve greatness without putting in the work. Like greatness doesn't come. Greatness is earned. So I mean, that's why I feel like I'm very confident in myself because I put in a lot of time. I mean, January 1st, I was in the ring with Drew Gulak for a training class. You know what I'm saying? January 1st of this year. I thought this was going to be the greatest year ever.
Yeah,
Little did I know. Little did I know. But you know what? I'm still here. The year ain't over. Who knows what could happen?
exactly.
Who
GTS
knows what could
Maniac
happen?
says you need to interview Lance. We
It's
will.
gonna happen.
A couple days from now.
It's gonna happen. Good things come to those who wait. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause, listen, all these people say they want Lance back. They want Lance back. I don't think they even really want Lance back. I think they just want to complain. To be honest with you,
The nostalgia.
because nobody even like when Lance was there, nobody said, "Oh, you need to give Lance a push." Or if Lance had a good match, it was like, Lance is boring. You know what I'm saying? Like I read the comments. I'm a comment reader. Some guys, they don't read the comments. I read them. You know what I'm saying? And lately, people have been saying that my matches have been really good. So why would I go be landscaper that nobody gives two shits about when I could be this great? I mean, it's simple math. 1 + 1 is 2 all day long, baby.
That's like telling.
I earned it.
Yeah, that's like broken Matt Hardy becoming woken Matt Hardy again.
Listen, I mean, everybody's got their price. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's got a price. So
money.
All right, here, I'll put this out here. I'll put it out there, okay? If people want to see Landscaper back, go on his Twitter and go follow him and get him up to let's put a number on here, because I don't really want Lance back, to be honest with you. I'm having too much fun. So let's put a number on it. Let's go with 3,000 people. I'm at 19.3. Let's get it to 22.
22.
If we get to 22,000 followers, I'll take the mask off and I'll give everybody what they want. But I'll tell you right now, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen because they say they care. They say they want this. They say they want that. And at the end of the day, what do I want? You know what I'm saying? I want to be the champ. I want to be the best. And this is how I'm going to do it. This is how I'm going to do it because I'm a bad bitch. I'm crazier than a motherfucker. I don't even care anymore. I'll do anything. I fought Pete Corvus with no freaking shoes.
Your match with Jay slapped.
It what? Slapped?
Yeah, what's that supposed to mean?
Is that slang for good?
I think so.
I listen, if it slapped and you liked it, then yeah, man, it fucking slapped. But if you didn't like it and it slapped, I'm going to disagree with you. I don't think it slapped. But I don't know what you're trying to tell us. But I thought it was one of my better matches in a long time. And both of them were good. They were both good. The first one, we had a little fun. We got outside the ring, played a little games. I got to drown them in the goddamn water. I mean, how many guys did recently?
How many what?
Like really? Not too many. You know what I'm saying? I'm setting trends. I'm breaking new ground here. I'm drowning folks.
Now you could be in the first ever Inferno match if you got fire now.
Listen, I see the fire, but the hair burns quick. You know, hair burns quick.
Well, then the way you do that is just don't lose.
I'll lubricate with the Vaseline. It'll be me and the Vaseline dream in a fire match.
There you go. There you go.
All over. Get some of that fire retardant stuff. You know.
Yes, it means it was good.
Okay, that's what's up. It was pretty slapping. Shit.
I don't think I've ever heard of that term before.
You learn something new every day. That's why you gotta have your eyes open and your ears open. You know what I'm saying?
Showing my age, I guess.
Shit.
Are you? What your goal is to be a Grand Slam champion?
No. To be honest with you, what is my goal? What is my goal? My goal is to get the YouTube title back where it belongs. That's one goal. I don't think, to be honest with you, like I've never held the Intercontinental title, and I really don't feel like I mean, yeah, I guess having a title is great, But if you're not going after the top prize, then I don't see any real reason for it. You know what I'm saying? Like being this champion or that champion, that doesn't mean it's having good matches. I want to have good matches. I want to leave marks on people. You know what I'm saying? I want people to talk about the match and say, "Wow, that was a good match." I don't care if I got the US. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we fight for belts and honor, and yeah, I would be honored to be the United States champion. But at the end of the day, I want people a couple of years from now to say, "Hey, you remember that match? That match was great," or anything like this was a real disappointer. Okay, Landscaper talks to me all the time, and he said that he thought the finish for Grimomania with him and Jimmy was going to be like, you know, on like highlight reels, you know, like people be like, replay that. Nobody gave a shit. Do you remember the finish of that match? The three doors from on top of the container?
I wasn't watching at that point, to be 100% honest. But
Lance had him in a tractor. He dumped him in the rotten vegetables.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch.
You have to go watch the Grimomania Industrial Park Brawl, and then there was the Pigpen match with Hog and Jake Cage.
Hog.
and to be honest with you, that Pigpen match, people can't do that. People can't replicate that. That was top notch Pigpen right there. There was pigs and there was shit.
What
me and Jimmy sidewalk slammed through 3 doors from the top of a Connex.
Oh, I'm gonna definitely have to.
Onto gravel. Onto gravel. I was trying to. He was trying to kill him.
Yeah, I can see that.
That was supposed to be end game for Jimmy Controversy, but he walked away. Little son of a bitch. He's lucky he wasn't in there with me, because he wouldn't be walking away. He'd be limping. You know what I'm saying?
Would you have you tried doing the 619?
Yes, I could do that.
And so, what would you call it then?
I like to tease the 619, and then I'll pull them out of the ropes, and then I'll cover them in a 69. I'll say we don't need the one. We go straight
I was
to the
hoping you were going to there.
We would go straight to the 69. Yeah.
There you go.
Listen, if you ain't fighting dirty, you're not trying to win. You know what I'm saying?
What you doing then? Yeah, dirtiest player in the game right here, guys.
That's right. I learned from all the greats.
So,
Eddie Guerrero, man. Eddie Guerrero. I love that guy. That guy was great.
Are you worried that Jake Cage is going to win the title and go back and keep it in Florida?
Listen, to be honest with you, he could try to take it. We'll hunt him down. Because, you know, if he takes it to Florida, he gets hunted down. You know? Whatever we got to do. Because, like I said, my goal is to get that title back around my waist, because it felt good. It felt good to have that YouTube title, man. The top prize. The top prize. Top guys fight for the top prize. You know what I'm saying?
What happened to legendary Gey Mysterio?
I might be coming off a little conceited, but like I said, my last couple matches have been decent. You know what I'm saying?
That is a good question. What happened to legendary Gey Mysterio?
Listen, legendary fell to pieces
Recently, yeah.
At the seams. There was no leadership. Everybody wanted to be the top guy, and that's what changed my attitude, because I was the team player. You know, that's what changed. You know what? I'm glad that you brought that up, because that changed the whole game. Because everybody wanted to be the top guy. Even Joe Dice, when he was legendary, he wanted to be the top guy. Can you believe that shit? Everybody wants to be the top guy. How can you got Grim, Jake, Jay, Joe Wolf, Rio. Time, you know, he wasn't worried about being a top guy. And then who did I say was the last guy that I didn't throw in there? Oh yeah, Joe Dice or whoever.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be the top guy. everybody can't all be YouTube champion. You know what I'm saying? We couldn't share it. Too many personalities. So when that whole thing just imploded and blew up in front of all of us, it got me to thinking, like maybe I should be the top guy. You know what I'm saying? Why not? Who's stopping me? Who's gonna stop me from saying that I'm the top guy? You know
Just
what I'm saying?
because you don't have the title, yeah.
It doesn't matter if I have the title or not. If I turn around and say I'm the top guy, you gotta fight me. I'm gonna get the fight.
Yeah.
And then whatever happens after that happens. Win, lose, or draw, as long as the match is of a high quality, I'm still the top guy.
Does Lance ever talk about Red Van Dam?
Red Van Dam. I remember watching these episodes. I like I said, I watch back. I'm a connoisseur of old stuff. It was very confusing to me. Like the direction of Red Van Dam. What was his purpose? To me, it was to kind of, I don't know. It was Red Van Dam's sole purpose was to, I don't know, get rid of guys.
I think so. But I mean, hey,
almost end everything. No.
You had a Van be a champion too.
Yes, the Van was a champion.
Why not a bus?
Listen. I remember Landscaper fought Doo-Hop on the Van. I remember Penelope Ford was on the Van. You remember that?
Oh yeah, I remember the Swanton on the Van too.
Listen, I remember Penelope Ford very well from at the old warehouse. She's a very pretty girl. Very pretty girl. She's very rememberable. Anyhow, I remember this one time that Lance was telling me a story about how Jay Evans got to fight Thunder Rosa. Yep. I heard you did an interview with her, right?
I did. Yeah.
I heard about that. See, look, I hear things. I know what's going on in the streets, and I personally find Thunder Rosa to be very beautiful, and especially at that time period, she had like a different haircut. It was a little bit longer. It was just something about it. How so Jay gets to have this match with her, and he steals like this little pecker kiss on the cheek or something. I can't remember. Was it the lips or the cheek? I believe it was the cheek.
I think it was the cheek. Yeah.
I think it was the cheek. I would have gotten lips. There's no doubt in my mind. I wouldn't have gone for the cheek. I would have been like, listen, babe, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this right. I'm kissing you on the lips. Fuck that cheek shit. Anyhow, but Lance was so jealous. I don't live like that. I don't have jealousy. I don't get jealous of people. There's no need to be jealous, fellas. You know what I'm saying? Live your life. Do your thing. If you're doing your thing, there's nothing to be jealous of. You know what I'm saying? Because not for nothing, I'm just some random, everyday guy. You know what I'm saying? I did my thing, and look where it's got me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I don't have the rags and the riches. You know what I'm saying? I don't have all the royalties and all the other stuff that comes along with being somewhat famous.
Yeah.
But I've done a lot of cool shit, and I've met a lot of cool people. You know what I'm saying?
It was actually interesting because when I was doing the interview with Manabo the other day, I believe it was Thunder Rosa on Brian Rose's account popped in and said GTS needs to get twisted again.
That's a good point. Landscaper actually got to fight Holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think she likes me too much.
She fucked him up.
I tried to get her on the show, and I don't think she likes me too much.
Why? Did you say something wrong?
No. All I did was say, how come you're not on GTS?
Say to make this girl mad.
I said, how come you're not on GTS? And somebody told her about a tag team partner, and I said, oh, you're not going to find anybody like Thunder Rosa. And she just said, I wasn't looking, with an emoji. And I said, well, when are you going to be back on GTS? Then she told me that's a question for the bookers. I go where I'm booked. I said, that's an interesting thing. Hey, come on my show to an interview.
Yeah, right? If you go where you're booked, shoot. Listen, that's the nature of this business. You know, money talks. You know, anybody could go anywhere to do anything if you get paid for it. You know what I'm saying? So,
Is that
like,
the real Ray?
no, this is not Ray. This is Gey. Gey.
Gey.
Gey. Not Rey.
Mysterio. No Ray coming out the sky.
You know what? I hope he does find. He's got to have found out. I mean, he's got to know something. Somebody's got to have whispered in his ear that there's some schmuck from Jersey trying to pull some sham on your gimmick. You know?
Maybe that's what the whole thing was in Connecticut. Remember, we had like the little Doink the Clown person pop up in Money in the Bank.
What's that? We mean I'm not getting you.
So if you watch the Money in the Bank match, there was like this little scene part of it where this little clown pops up from like behind the couch, and everybody saying, "Oh, that was supposed to be Doink the Clown." Maybe that could be their version of Gey Mysterio. I don't know.
Okay, I got you. I actually I met Dink. I got a picture with my kid. He's a little French guy or something.
Yeah.
He sounds French, little guy. He's like 50 something. Anyhow, he was a good dude.
What type of match would you and Rey Mysterio have?
If I fought Rey Mysterio,
Hopefully not an eye for an eye match.
Now I would want to have like a dog collar match, or maybe maybe like maybe a ladder match. Let him do some flying. You know what I'm saying? I'll fly a little bit myself.
Yeah, I would love to see that. Do a shooting star press.
I think, or even with the chain around my neck, do the shooting star. You know what I'm saying? That would be impressive.
Yeah, that'd be a lot worse.
Or he'd go for something, and I just pull on the chain, and he just gets yanked back. That's it. That's what I think. I think the dog collar match would be the way to go.
Because I think how tall are you?
Me, I'm about 5'7", 5'8", 5'8", maybe.
I think what?
I've been actually looking bigger on camera lately. I don't know why.
Ray's what, like 5'3"?
Yeah, he's the short little guy. That's what I'm saying. I'd be a powerhouse.
So you have the Mets on, so you're a Mets fan.
Unfortunately, yes. It's been a rough road.
I'm a Yankees fan.
I don't hate the Yankees. I'm actually one of those. As far as baseball goes, I'm a New York guy. Like the Subway Series to me is the best thing that could happen. Like I like that. I don't know why, but I hate the Jets though. Football, I hate the Jets. They're just stupid. they're like the dumbest team in like the history of like teams. I don't know.
I know Tommy likes the Dolphins.
I think they drafted. Their '80s draft game was just terrible.
'80s, wow.
Yeah, they drafted Kenny O'Brien over Marino, and then they drafted Altoon over Rice, and then they drafted, I think it was like Brian Baxter or something over Emmitt Smith. It was just bad.
Do you remember Terrell Owens?
Hell yeah, I remember.
I was at his very last game. Believe it or not.
I'm trying to think. What team?
I was at his very last game that he played on the Bills.
Oh, he was on the. That's right. He was on the Bills. That's right.
His very last game, he was walking back and he was doing his gloves, and I was close to it, but
should have fought for it.
Yeah.
No, give me that glove.
Well, so going into wrestling stuff, so you said you've been to a couple of shows. What shows have you? Let's jump into those stories. Yeah.
I do. I've done setup for GCW, ICW. I did one setup for MLW. I did one for Synergy.
Nothing like so. Have you been to like any pay-per-view shows or anything like that?
For WWE?
Yeah.
Nah. So the independent scene and the WWE scene is like
completely different.
Different, yeah. And when you like aspire to be an independent wrestler, I don't know. I think that's kind of why I like AEW better than WWE.
It feels more like the indies.
it's just the way the product is. For me, nothing compares to like mid to late '90s WWE.
Yeah.
Like that's like to me that's the golden time. Like that's when everything was great. But everything's like PG now.
So I met actually. Hey Creed, how you doing? I met Grim and Doohop for the first time actually at Evolution. I went to Evolution. Last minute thing too. Like I wasn't expecting to go there. Last second thing, I ended up getting like ramp side seats for like $75 a piece. They're not bad at all. And I could be seen like when Ronda Rousey came out. I was seen like I was 2 people away from the person she gave the thing to, her little glove. But
I don't know if I was a big fan of Ronda Rousey.
I wasn't that, But Nikki Bella came out, okay, and this is who my fiance's favorite women's wrestler is, and she threw. You know how she like rips the top off and throws it?
Yeah, yeah.
I caught it,
Okay.
and so I have it.
You still have it, right?
I do. It's somewhere in my house. I have it, and it's cool because it's the last ever ring worn or entrance gear that she's ever had on, because she's never wrestled a match ever since.
Yeah, she hasn't been back. No, right?
So yeah,
She's a mom. No, she's not a mom, right? No, she don't have any kids.
she's going to be though. She's pregnant right now.
Okay, who's the pappy?
I don't even know. I think he was the guy that she was dancing with on Dancing with the Stars.
Okay, she's moved on then. She's like, all right, I'm done with this whole.
Oh, that's the thing though. They're both pregnant.
Brie too.
Yeah, both at pretty much around the same time.
She's gonna have her second, right? They're on her second kid.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, I used to like Brie better for some reason, not because of wrestling. I don't know. I used to think Brie was cuter. Everybody liked Nikki. I was a Brie guy.
Yeah.
But
well, the funny part was
yes, you give it up for the parent, then that's the tough part about being a woman wrestler. Is a male wrestler could just be a dad, but a female wrestler you got to be a mom, and that takes a lot of work. That takes a lot of work,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she threw it. She was throwing it to this like younger kid. Like I wouldn't say about a teenager.
Oh, so you intercepted it on the kid. You cut the kid off.
So
yeah.
They were right next to me. They actually had the ring set. So we were seats like 2 and 3. They were seats
don't
1. And she was dressed up like Carmella. Like, remember when Carmella had that blue singlet on? Like, she looked like she was in the club half the time with it.
I'm trying to think. That was before she did the $sign thing, right?
It was with the $sign. Yeah, it was blue with the $sign on it.
Okay.
And so she was, this little kid was dressed up just like that.
Yeah, she definitely didn't deserve it.
But then she had a Nikki Bella shirt on afterwards. So I'm like, I just reached out left-handed and got it. And so I tried getting it autographed again. Like I tried to go and get it autographed at WrestleMania Access, but I wasn't gonna pay $400 to do that.
$400 for an autograph?
For if you were at Access, they were one of the elites, elite autographs there. So like Roman Reigns, like the big stars.
I'll say so for $400 you get everybody's.
No. So for $400 you get whoever that big star is that day.
It's one.
One
autograph for $400.
Yep.
Wow.
That's why I went and did like I mean I got Liv Morgan's autograph. I got like.
You know what you do? You wait about 15 years when they're old and washed up. You get them on the independent scene for $20. You know what I'm saying? I got all the guys. I got Ron Simmons. I got Tatanka. Yeah. I got Duggan. I got Billy Kidd. $20, baby. $20.
Wait until you see this. So I have.
You got some autographs on that. Look at that.
Yeah. I got some autographs from people that I used to work with in the past from Peru. I got like Liv Morgan, Ruby Riott on here, the Hurricane, and
so that's what you bring to get signed. That's your signal piece, huh?
Yeah. Jeff Hardy right there. Yeah.
Yeah, my daughter has a T-shirt that she does.
Well, I
It's a
mean, honestly, I just got this like a year ago. So.
it's a it's a GCW. I don't know if you're familiar with GCW.
No, I'm not, unfortunately.
They're like they're pretty on the independent scene. They're pretty high up there, but like Orange Cassidy comes through there. I mean, a lot of guys come through there. We got there's probably about 100, maybe 50 to 60 signatures on there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, a lot. Like, have you ever heard of Leroy, the internet sensation Leroy?
I've heard of the name, yeah.
Yeah, he just I just recently met him. I met Superhuman through the GCW. Yeah, it's a good
I've
time.
heard of him. Whoop, whoop, right?
Whoop whoop. Yeah,
Yep.
I met him at a show. It was great. It was a good time. Grim actually fought him. Grim got to fight him.
Did he really? Oh, my
Yeah,
God. I know that he used to watch his stuff all the time.
yeah, that kid's crazy.
Yeah. Oh,
He's,
hey.
he, he's got a set. He's got a set on him, boy. He does some dumb shit, but I love it. You know.
The wheelbarrows. Yeah. No, I'm definitely, I remember those days with him watching that. Whoop, whoop, yeah.
I'm not into self mutilation. Like, if I'm gonna do all that crazy stuff, it's got to be in a match, and hopefully I'm doing it to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What would you
if it's gonna happen.
say?
Like, if I happen to go,
What would you say your least favorite move to take is? A lot of people say it's the F5.
maybe a German suplex from Vlad.
The F5 from Vlad?
No, that F5 from Vlad was fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was fine. You got a lot of control of that.
Well, then again, I was asking, like, I asked everybody, and a lot of them were like, Tommy, Pete, all of them didn't like it.
What, the F5? They didn't like it?
Well, yeah, because, like, they said the heavier you are, the harder you land.
Lance one time took the F5 onto a pile of chairs. I think he took it over the top rope. I think that was one of Lance's strengths was making Vlad, look pretty good with those F5s. It was good.
Yeah.
He don't care. He's like, fuck it,
What about the package pile driver?
What's up?
The package pile driver.
No, that's actually real comfortable.
Really? It looks horrible.
It's see, look, it's not even the move. It's the person giving it to you, really. Like that's like where it's becomes sketchy. Like, because certain people I'll take anything from, but some people I won't even like. I don't even want them to like touch me. You know what I'm saying? Like, get this meathead out of here. He's probably gonna kick me in the balls or something. You know what I'm saying?
I would say my finished move would be the choke slam. I think easy move to do. Not much.
Yeah, there's not much to it. You just pick a guy up and you choke him, slam him. That's it.
There you go. Easiest thing to do. Somebody told me to do a super kick. I can't do a super kick. I would have to get my
super kick myself.
I would have to get my leg all the way up there. It doesn't happen. I'm not Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, you got to be able to do it. I'm not a big super kick guy.
I have so I took a wrestling move before. It's nothing huge. I've actually I took a chop before.
It's the basic thing in wrestling. It's like the bread and butter,
Well, I was doing I was gonna help set up lights for a show it's called TIW, and I was gonna do the lights. I was gonna let them use my light system because they didn't have one, and they kind of flopped at the last second. But my buddy there, I'm like, hey, you know what? What's the worst it can feel like? So I'm like, it probably won't hurt that much. All right, yeah, sure, give me a chop. It would have been nice if he did it right though. He didn't do the chop right, and it hurt. Chops don't feel good in general, but it hurt.
No, yeah, they don't feel too good, especially if you got a guy with a big hand. Like the big-handed motherfluffers, they're the
Yeah.
motherfuckers that they leave. They're the ones that leave a sting.
Yeah.
There's this one guy. His name's Spectrum. He's a real skinny, long, really long guy.
Spectrum.
But he's got these. He's just like a real banana-handed guy. He's got big old hands, and he likes to jump from like halfway across the ring, and he does a flying chop. Yeah, those leave a little sting. Bonifer's got a nice chop. He got blood once.
I know Grim does.
I tend to like to throw some chops. I'm a knife edge guy. I'll throw an overhand if we're like really going toe to toe. Like in me and Jay's match, we had a spot, section of the match where it was like maybe 4 chops a piece back and forth, and we were like throwing the hammers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let them fly.
Yeah.
Let them fly.
It makes me feel. So, do you know who Chris Van Vliet is?
I've heard of this guy. He's an interview guy, right?
Yeah. He's actually going to be on the show later in the week. He went to. I can't think of his name. Ty Dillinger back when he was known for his Ty Dillinger. Sean Spears and Tyler Breeze's school.
Okay.
And they did an interview there and everything. Then he let every single person that was in that school class that day give him a chop. And there was like 13 to 14 people there.
And did he make it to the last guy?
Oh, he took every single one of them, yeah.
Okay, that's good. Were they trying to bring the fire, or were they being nice?
Oh, no, they were not being nice. They put him right up in the corner, held his head up, and just wham.
Yeah, when somebody gives you the overhand, they're trying to give you the business.
Mm.
The knife edge, you can leave a good chop with a knife edge and you can get some good sound. But if you really want to give somebody a stinger, you throw the overhand. the old from the top.
I think Gey's finisher should be what Rikishi does, the stink face.
The stink face? I don't have, my butt's not big enough for a stink face. That's why I do the rear view.
I was gonna say the rear view is pretty good.
I do that. I use that. That's one of my moves. I do that.
I'm surprised you don't do it the other way around, but I feel like that would probably be.
I have done that too. In the match with Jay, I did that.
It probably doesn't feel too good.
It's part of my comeback.
Of course it was. Oh man.
It wasn't no hope spot, for God's sakes. It was a comeback.
Wasn't a rest hold.
Hell no.
I mean, I don't feel like that would feel too great though.
It don't feel good for them either. It's their face.
I know, but like, I think that would hurt you more, wouldn't it?
It's not. First of all, I have a little secret about me. When I get hit in the beanbags, I get crazy. Some people go down, some people get fired up. It's real.
Yeah.
Like some people get hit in the nuts and it won't affect them for like 5 to 10 minutes. Like you just hit that you're gonna die switch. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's a weird. If you want me to go to the ground, punch me right in the throat. Because if you hit me in the balls, you're just gonna make me really mad.
Yeah.
And you're gonna get hurt. Yeah, you'll end up getting hurt bad. It's real. Like some people are like that. Like my old boss, he was telling me a story. He was in karate, and his karate master was in this big tournament, and this one guy just kicked him right in the beanbag, man. Just kicked him right in the balls. And the karate master, he just didn't even flinch. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah. And then he beat the hell out of this guy. And then his student, which was my boss, he's like, how'd you do that? You know, you just got kicked in the balls, you know? And he was like, did it not hurt? And so the master showed him his balls. His balls were all swollen and purple. And he's like, how did you like win that fight after that? He's like, I took all that pain and I focused it, you know? I put it all in the one direction. It's crazy, but it happens for some people.
Someone said, and I was thinking this too, you versus Joey Ryan would be a weird match.
I listen, he's got a hairy chest. I don't have very many chest hairs. Joey Ryan, he's a hairy chested guy. He's probably got a weird sweat too. He's probably all like hairy and sweaty. It's probably real nasty.
It's funny. So you brought up the throat punch and stuff. How has Lance fully recovered from that throat issue?
Listen, you can never fully recover. Something like that'll scare you for life.
No. I remember watching that.
Something like that'll scare you for life, you know.
And there's probably a lot of people that don't know what I'm talking about either.
It's that crazy psychopath Jimmy Controversy.
Yep.
He's got issues where he can't control himself. He's erratic. He's even still like that. He's still like that. That's why everybody says Grim picks on him, right? Grim, because he starts like fading off to the side. So he just reels him on in. So whenever you see Grim give Jimmy like a power bomb or a razor's edge or a pile driver randomly, where you think, oh, he's picking on him. No, he's not picking on him. He's just dialing him back in because he's getting out there. He needs to be reeled in.
Oh yeah, when I had the Northeast Power Trip on here recently, and they were talking about like the foot brawl match, and he got power bombed in like the end zone.
Oh yeah, he right on the turf, man. He didn't like that not one bit. Oh my God, that's a shoot, brother. He did not like that.
But like they were also saying, like the whole glass table thing was not supposed to actually happen that way. That's why Grim ended up having to cut it, the video, because it wasn't supposed to be like that.
No, that wasn't part of the plan at all. That's why it went off the rails, because that's why he's hard to work with, because he's so unpredictable.
But see, that's what a lot of people don't like. A lot of people watching this would be like, "Oh, it was just storyline. It wasn't real. It wasn't like." Grim, and this is the thing. Grim is good at blurring those lines. We all know that. But that doesn't mean that sometimes this stuff doesn't really happen.
I mean, here's a he was doing one of the Regal Rumbles. It was at the second warehouse, and he comes in. He's doing the bushwhacker deal. He comes in and Vlad just clotheslines him right over the top. You know, boom. That's it. End of the show for him. That's it. He ended up splitting his shin open on the apron. After he flipped out over the top, he hits his shin on the apron. He's bleeding all over the place. His plan was to be lazy. He was just like, oh, I'm going to do the bushwhacker deal. I'm going to go in. I'm going to get clothesline. Boom, I'm done. That's my deal. You know what I'm saying?
And who was that?
That was Lance.
Wow.
Yep. He went right over the top, split his shin wide open. It's like that wasn't part of the plan, you know? Stuff happens.
Yeah.
Like with Jimmy, he sometimes he does stupid shit, you know? It wasn't his intention. I'll tell you that much. That wasn't his intention, you know? But it just happened to happen like that because he's a hothead. He's a hothead.
But sometimes you gotta be a hothead, because I mean that's when the best.
Yeah, because this is wrestling.
Yeah.
This is wrestling. You gotta be fired up. But like, you have to have some level of control. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I know wrestling people are supposed to like, look out for each other. You know what I'm saying? A little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're putting your hands in somebody else's hands. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. I want.
When you have somebody who's unpredictable like that, it's like, I don't know. He's a hothead. He's crazy.
I would love to see you fight Sprinkles the Clown.
I haven't seen Sprinkles the Clown.
In how long?
Landscaper was the first guy to ever beat Burger King Hippo. I don't know if you know that.
Me and Grim were just talking about the Burger King Hippo.
Yes, Landscaper was the first guy to beat the Burger King Hippo. He hit him with the loaded glove.
Yep, I remember that. Yep, me and him were just talking about that. And
hit him with the glove, solid steel inside of the glove.
Look what happened to her Burger King Hippo.
People don't understand. this isn't just something that we've done. This is like years.
Yeah,
This is like part of our life. You know what I'm saying? This is like history of our life here.
the very
Like
beginning of it.
holy shit, you could go back 4 years on YouTube and just say, oh my god, look at Pete. He's just a young kid. You know what I'm
With
saying?
blonde hair.
Yeah, like look at all these guys. Look how far they've come, and there's guys that are still here.
MJ Appleballs.
I mean, crap, freaking MJF was on the show.
Yep, as a police officer.
MJF was on the freaking show. And
So,
he's
do
like
you remember Stan?
Stan the fan?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember Stan.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this now. You are the only interview I've done the GTS stars besides Grim and Duop that remembers Stan the fan.
See, that's because these guys, they don't pay attention. They don't pay attention. The shit just happens for them. You know what I'm saying? They fly through this shit. They're not appreciating it.
No one said they were there. They don't remember who Stan the fan was, and now it's like
he was a decent sized guy. He could have been a wrestler. He's a good sized guy.
oh yeah, he was huge.
He's a big guy. Remember Stan? Shit.
The creepy son of a bitch who kept following.
Shit, you got Bull James was on the show. You remember that?
Yep.
Pete shot him.
I forgot about that.
Yo, Bull James cracked my neck once with a headlock.
Your neck?
Yeah.
Ah.
He cracked my neck with a headlock. Son of a gun. We were practicing before a show, and they were doing that. You got a guy in a headlock, and they go to try to throw you, off of them and such.
Yeah.
And I was still really young in the whole wrestling game, and apparently I was letting go of the guy. He's like, you don't let go of that headlock. You make him let go. You know what I'm saying? You can't just let go. You gotta hold on to that son of a gun. He's like, here, get out of this. And he grabs my head, and my head's just like, I'm like, thank you. That felt great.
Do it again.
That's when Landscaper tagged up with Tony Atlas in his third match. That's crazy, right? That's crazy. His third match ever in front of a live crowd. He gets to tag up with Tony Atlas.
Tony Atlas. Yeah, I remember that too.
In like 3 months of his first match. Crazy, right?
Then he had Slender back then.
Who do we have for characters? Do you remember the Green Oracle?
Of course, you had Kurt Hawkins.
Let's see. Back in those days, who else? Who's there that doesn't come around? Matthias Glass.
I heard. Yeah, I remember him. That blue clown, the blue haired clown. That kind of got.
Was that? Was it not moist?
No, it got dropped very quickly. I guess.
Killjoy
the clown. Yep, it got dropped.
That's because that was some guy from like Virginia or something. This guy was a real clown.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a real clown, and you gotta watch out for people like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't trust the clown.
Killjoy, especially when they're Killjoy and having blue lights. I mean, I can switch this light to blue, but I've gotta watch my back.
I heard that guy was into some weird stuff.
Well, coming from you, that's something.
I guess that's a fair statement. That's a fair statement. I accept that. I do accept that. But listen, I keep everything that I do that's weird. I do in front of the camera. You know what I'm saying? I think this guy's doing stuff. Behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? Ice
Demon. Yes, we had Ice Demon. We mentioned Ice Demon in the past.
Yes, we have spoke of the Demon of Ice.
Yes.
You remember when Kamikaze was trying to be the Ice Demon?
Yes, that's just gave him power.
I guess he was trying to like make lightning strike twice or something. I don't know.
Do you remember something was up with their shed there at Supergrams?
There was something in it, right?
Yeah, I don't remember what it was. This back when I believe Bale or somebody was living in the basement down there.
Somebody was living where?
In Super Graham's basement when Graham's mom took over it or something.
I'm trying to think. I know Tommy was trapped down there a couple times.
Of course he was.
Who was living? Oh man, I'm trying to think.
Because it goes right. Somebody says Onslaught. No, that was at Grimm's house with Cheeny's.
Yeah, Onslaught was staying at Grimm's house in the basement.
Yeah, or yeah, a couple of rooms over. Yeah.
That's when he moved. When Grimm moved from the one house to the other one. When he got the new house.
Yeah.
Onslaught was staying there because everybody who terrorizes Grimm, they try to get in close with him. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Grimm, if you're watching this, when I terrorize you, I'm going to terrorize you with these hands, and that's it. I'm not coming in and staying in your house. I'm not staying on your couch. I'm not eating your food. I'm going to punch you, and that's it. I ain't got no time to be staying at somebody's couch.
Playing video games?
See, look, not too much. I mean, I got a bunch. I got a bunch of games.
Be with the attacking slug.
Nah, I'm not a video game guy. You know, I watch very little TV too. I mean, I work like 12 hours a day, 11 hours a day.
I can relate. Yeah.
It's a pain in the ass. Pain in the ass. 7 to 7.
Because guess what? Real life happens.
Don't speed it, man. It's really hard to be a 30-something-year-old wrestler. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy because you got the wife, the kids, the bills, and all the other crap. And wrestling don't pay you shit.
Yeah.
You have to be like one out of like 150 people to make decent money, you know? And even these other guys who make, livable money, it's not great money. I mean, it sounds great for one day, like, oh man, I made $400 or $500 in this day, but what'd you do the other 4 days of the week? You know what I'm saying? It's hard. It's hard. Wrestling's hard, man. It's a hard game. You have to be comfortable with your job. You got to put in a lot of work, especially if you want to get anything like I'm trying to think of who got the most from wrestling outside of GTS from GTS. I'm trying to think who did the most outside of GTS. Maybe Jay or Kurt.
See, it's funny though because I was like watching. I was going back and watching some of the old stuff too, and it blows my mind because when I was going to talk to Manabo, I was looking up like fake Manabo to get like maybe we could get the Manab Bros on or something like down the line. And then I got looking because I'm like I don't really know who fake Manabo actually was. So I looked into it. I'm like, my mind was blown when I found out it was Yes Way Jose.
Yes Way Jose was fake Manabo. That's a guy who's from the old yard who you don't see that much anymore.
It blows my mind because you wouldn't expect fake Manabo to have straight hair.
Yeah, man. That was a good guy. I haven't seen him in a long time.
Yes Way Jose.
He had a baby.
Yeah.
And then that was it.
To be fair, at this point, who isn't having a baby?
That is true.
Look at Becky Lynch.
Her and Seth, right? Her and Seth. That's crazy.
Yeah, and we still see Seth on a regular basis on TV too.
Hell yeah, he ain't giving that shit up. Hell no.
maybe when the baby's born. I mean.
Yeah, maybe after a while of missing him for a little bit, they'll be like, all right, I'll come home, but nah, man.
Making the money.
You know what though? I kind of think I miss the old Seth Rollins with the Authority.
Really?
I was a big mark for Seth and the Authority, man.
I'm liking this character he has now, because and here's why. The whole Messiah thing, yeah, whatever. But I said it from the start. I've been saying it for a long time. Um, Seth Rollins reminds me of Far Cry 5, the father. And if you have not played Far Cry 5, all you have to do is look up the Far Cry 5, the father, and watch a couple of videos on that. And it's a very striking resemblance to what you see on TV.
I do prefer the heel.
Yeah. Yeah. What's up,
right.
John? John's a big supporter. So John's a huge watch. He watches GTS all the time. Big supporter of the channel and you guys.
Thank you, John. Thank you very much.
The Mark.
We need the support. We need the views, for God's sake.
Jeff Bravo. Johnny
Jeffrey
Bravo.
Oh, Johnny Bravo. I haven't seen either of them in a while.
So I always like to ask, at the Hollywood again. Hey, Gey, I'm a huge fan.
Hey, what's up, man? Was you a fan of Hollywood Hooligan too?
So yeah, at near the end of my interviews here, I like to give the people that I have on an opportunity to ask me stuff. A little bit of a different pace, different feel.
Okay, let's go back to what we were talking about a little bit beforehand, because you say coaster maniac.
Yeah.
I'm a like I was telling you before, a coaster connoisseur. Me and the little one, we do like 20 trips straight. What parks you got up by you? You're Six Flags Great America?
No, so we're Six Flags New England.
New England, that's right. Great America is somewhere else. I think that's
Great America is Maryland, I believe.
Okay, yes, yeah, yep. Landover or whatever. Or what's that? Where the Redskins play?
So we normally, and I said this before, so Cedar Point, we normally take a trip to Cedar Point. We used to try going every other year. But last year, 2 years ago, we weren't able to. So instead, we went to Six Flags Maryland. And then the same weekend, we went over to Six Flags, the Great Adventure. So we were able to do both parks really in the same day. It was so dead in both places. So, but
you ever do the safari or no?
Oh yeah, that's the go-to every time we go there.
That's what's up. Yeah, back in my days, you used to go in there and you used to feed the damn animals right out of your car.
They're going back to that.
Yeah. Right now with the whole COVID deal.
Yeah, you're gonna be able to drive your own vehicle in there again.
And then maybe we get to see the monkeys again, because they don't let you see the monkeys in those trucks. Which I wouldn't want the monkeys anyway, because they'll come in there and start ripping at people. And monkeys are crazy.
So you're not afraid of heights. You're not afraid of roller coasters. What's the craziest one you've ever been on?
The craziest roller coaster. I mean, King Ka is pretty freaking crazy. It happens so fast though. But
You're gonna have to repeat that. You broke up.
Inside of King Ka, they got the Drop of Doom.
Oh yeah, Zuramanjaro.
Yeah, you ever do that one?
I have not.
That thing's pretty crazy. Like, especially the first time you do it, because like they take you up halfway and then you're like, okay, that's enough. And then you go up 3/4 and you're like, oh, you guys are fucking with me. And then you get to the top and they don't let you go immediately. They kind of let you sit there for like a good 14 seconds.
Yeah, I'm not a huge drop tower guy.
It's actually weird, because you start to get that feeling of they say when you jump out of an airplane, after a while it doesn't even like you kind of get past the whole fact of you're falling.
Yeah, you feel like you're just standing in one spot.
Yeah, like they say, once you jump, you're like, ah, and then after a minute, you can only scream so long, and then you're like, okay,
yeah,
I'm wisping towards the ground at high speed, but I'm not screaming anymore. There's no need for that.
Yeah,
You
used to it.
kind of get that on the drop of doom. Like when it first drops, you're like, ah, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, okay, this is pretty cool. And then the last year they built the Wonder Woman Lasso of Truth.
Yep.
And that was good. I like that.
Did you go on the Cyborg?
The Cyborg Cyber Spin is really lame. It's very slow. It's boring.
If you get in a corner seat, it's interesting.
Yeah. I always say they need to crank that fucker up. You know what I'm saying? They need to speed that bitch up, and then maybe it'll be fun. But for me, it's like, okay, yeah, okay, I'm upside down and I'm in this weird position, but
yeah, slow.
You know what was scary back in my day? They used to have the Enterprise. It was a space shuttle.
Yep.
And it would go all the way upside down, and it would loop. Every once in a while, if you got lucky, it would get stuck upside down, right in the dead center position.
They had the zipper right next to those, usually.
And it would take like 15, 20 minutes before they get it unstuck. So you'd be sitting there dangling upside down for about 20 minutes.
Have you been on hang time at Knott's Berry Farm? No, I haven't been able to get to Knott's Berry Farm yet.
I've never been there.
I've been to Hershey Park. Yes, I have.
I would love to, do that one time. I got this bus now, so I could probably do that. Like, get some tickets and go from park to park, Maybe if I did it like a video, maybe I can get some comps or something,
Hey, if you come up this way.
I'm doing this video, and I'm going to all the parks, but I can't afford it, so give me some comps.
If you come up this way, man, definitely include me with that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we'll call everybody up. We'll be like, listen, we're going to make the greatest video in the history of the world. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be the best. It's going to be great. Now give me the comp.
I do have some tricks and tips, though, for going to theme parks to get out of lines, to be honest. So, have you ever heard of Kings Island, then?
Kings Island. I've heard of it, but I've never been there.
It's the one that has the Beast, the longest roller coaster ever.
Yeah, I heard of it.
Yeah, I've been there. So, that's actually what my picture on my YouTube channel, the banner, is of Banshee that's there. But Cedar Fair, so this is awesome.
Like a son of a beast?
No, there was a Son of Beast, but that got torn down because it was too intense and people were getting hurt on it.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that, the Son of the Beast.
Yeah, so that's no longer a thing. But
they have like a ride in the same spot as the Son of a Beast or something like that.
They have the same ride similar called the Bat now, which is a play on the one that they used to have called the Bat. But they used the station of Son of Beast. They used that for a haunted house. And that's actually where Banshee. Yeah, so you're right. The Banshee is where that is right now.
Yeah.
But
have you been on Batman the Ride?
Which one? There's so many of them.
Oh yeah, the one at Six Flags, the old one, the one with the dangly feet.
Oh, next to Nitro.
Yes.
Yes.
I love that ride. It's very smooth. I think it's like a Cadillac. I always call it the Cadillac of roller coasters. I love it.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites. I remember this one time because when I was growing up, my sister had leukemia, so we'd go like all these weird places would give us like exit passes and shit like that. So this one time I had my own little exit pass, and they would let me bring people with me, and these hot chicks were like, I was probably like 12, and they were like, they're like, oh, what do you got dangling on your neck there? What does that do? I seen you standing over there, and you got right on the ride. I was like, yeah, I just get on the ride. I bring people with me, yeah. So they were like, can we hang out with you? And I was like, yeah, hot chicks.
How old were they?
Of course. They were like 16, 17. So yeah, I got the company of like 3 hot chicks when I was 12 because I had the exit pass.
Look at you. Look at you. So actually, that brings me to my story. I have my little tip. So a few years ago, I actually made a video on it at Six Flags New England. I dislocated my kneecap getting on the Superman ride, the roller coaster, and I went to go step down. My leg went on like one of the parts that slants in between the seats, and just I heard like a cracking sound, and I couldn't walk.
Did you get anything for that or what?
They told me, well, we have 3 options. 1, we can bring you to your car. 2, you can walk to your car. Or 3, we could call an ambulance. And I'm like, well, I can't afford an ambulance. I'm certainly not walking to my car. So I guess you're gonna be bringing me to my car because I had to drive an hour back home. Um, but no, so if you go to Six Flags, you have to have a doctor's note with you for anything like that. But you go to Cedar Point or any Cedar Fair company park that they have, all you do is say, "Hey, I have a, I have a leg problem where I can't walk upstairs." Oh, okay. Well, can you brace yourself? Yes, that's fine. Do you need help getting on and off the ride? Nope. Okay. Here's your exit pass, and they give you like a little book, kind of probably what you had, and they basically tell you to come back at a certain time. So you go up to the line, they see how many people are in the line, kind of, they look, they give you a time to come back, and we did that, but then we got smart about it during the week, and my fiance got one for her back. So we got two of those books, and meanwhile, so you're in these two virtual lines, you go ahead in a different line. So by the time you get off of one ride, you can come back to this other ride, get on that, get off it, get on this one, get on it, get off it.
I see what you're doing here.
Yeah, so you could be waiting in two lines while waiting in an actual line, and then like put on an act while you go back to this other line and kind of jump the line. You know what I mean? It's a great way to do it, and they don't ask you for any doctor's notes, so it works perfectly.
Nice. I feel like the lines aren't so bad anymore though. Like they have so many good rides.
Oh, they just opened up a new coaster in Kings Island called Orion, and that one, the line they said was like 5 hours long.
Yeah, when they're new and fresh, they're hard to get on.
Have you heard of the Star Wars ride down in Florida?
My brother-in-law was telling me about it. He said he liked it, but
Trying to get on that was impossible.
they're building a single rail roller coaster here. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
So it's called the Jersey Devil, and it is it's called the Raptor Track. It's
like what, between your legs almost.
No. So it's a new kind of coaster that RMC Rocky Mountain Construction built. They have two other models like it, and they're all on the other side of the country. It's instead of sitting next to somebody, you're sitting in front of them or behind them. So it's all single.
Single row, yeah.
Yeah. So it's all single, but like this thing, like you're whipping around through the track, and you from the videos, like it's gonna be a ride that the Northeast has not seen before.
That's what's up, man. I'm looking forward to that.
And like I was gonna go there opening day, but obviously my son, stuff like that. We were gonna go to Cedar Point this year. We planned it before. It was gonna be the park's 150th anniversary and mine and my fiance's 10-year anniversary. And due to COVID, we couldn't have our anniversary is this Thursday, so we wouldn't be able to do that. And plus, with our son being born now, not the best timing in the world for that.
Yeah, I really hate this COVID deal. I was supposed to go to Tampa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's in Tampa?
WrestleMania. I was supposed to go to Tampa.
Oh, you were supposed to. Okay.
I wasn't going to WrestleMania. I was going to go to all the indie shows that were running.
Gotcha. Were you supposed to be part of them, or?
I was trying to get on Effie's Big Gay Brunch. I was trying to get on that. I was close too. I was tweeting him and everything.
Riddler's Revenge is a slice match. Yes, it's a stand-up ride. Riddler's Revenge.
Who's that one?
Riddler's Revenge. I don't remember that being a stand-up. So I'm thinking of the one in New England. Okay. Magic Mountain. No, I haven't been on. Yeah, I've been on the Joker at Great Adventure. I love the Joker.
Yeah, the Joker's good too. I forgot all about that one. That was a really good one.
Don't worry, flipping.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I went on that 18 times in a row at ours in New England opening day.
Yeah, what's yours? Batman or something like that?
No, it's called the Joker as well, but
I seen one that was a Batman somewhere.
Yeah, that's not ours. But ours, you don't flip as much as yours. Like, they have fins on the track on the one in Great Adventure that make it spin at certain points.
Okay.
We don't have that.
I feel like if you whip your legs, you get it to spin extra.
It's all about the weight and proportion and everything.
Because I know one time I was on the zipper with this one girl. We got that thing to spin the hell out of this thing.
Have you been on the GTS ride in New Jersey? It's called the DF.
What?
They're a play on words.
Oh.
Degenerate. They're talking about GTS and DF, degeneration fat.
Listen, I'm pretty lean lately. I've been pretty lean. You know what I'm saying? Sweating.
John wants to know your thoughts on Adam Cole.
Adam Cole, baby. I like Adam Cole. He was big over at CZW. He did a lot of CZW stuff.
So, did you ever get a chance to meet him or fight him?
No, I've not met Adam Cole.
But that's one of your dream matches, right?
I would listen. I would love to fight Adam Cole.
You want to just fight everybody.
I'll fight. Listen, I'll fight anybody. If I can get famous from fighting you, I'll fight you. You know what I'm saying? If anybody on TV, I'd love to fight any one of them because that's just getting one step closer to the goal.
What about Baron Corbin?
I'll fight Baron Corbin. I'll slap him right upside his head. I used to like him better when he was the lone wolf with the long hair. Once he cut his hair, that was it for me. I checked out.
Oh, I have a really funny video on him. It was right after he lost the briefcase. Remember that?
I think he was uncomfortable with his male pattern baldness. His hair was thinning, and he was very uncomfortable with it, so he shaved it all off. I thought he looked like $1 million with that hair. He fucked it all up.
Do you remember when he just lost the briefcase due to John Cena?
Yeah, that's right. He went to cash it in and he lost.
Yeah, so I went to a live event, and I was right up against the ramp, my favorite spot to be, and I had John Cena hat on, and he came out, and I was just yelling, where's your briefcase now, huh? You can't see it. And he actually got in my face and just looked at me for like a good 20 seconds. And then just went like this and just walked off.
Nice. You got in his head.
I forgot who he faced, but I think he won. It was a long time ago. Like I've been to a lot of I went to Money in the Bank when Bailey won the title.
That's right. Wait, she won it and cashed in the same night, right?
Yep.
John,
Gey didn't watch the Swamp match yet.
What's up?
John wanted to know your thoughts on the Swamp match. You haven't watched it yet.
No, I didn't watch it yet. I for some reason I waited till real late to turn it on. I can't even remember. I think I went out for dinner or something. I can't even remember what the hell I did last night. That's so crazy. I feel lost right now.
Yes, that's good.
That's right. That's why, because I went to the supermarket because we needed shrimp. That's what it was. We needed the shrimp.
Have you ever heard of X2 at Six Flags in California? The seats flipped during the ride. I have heard of that. I'm so jealous that I have not been able to get to it.
That sounds pretty crazy.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, think of the Joker, but it's not random. It's actually set, and it doesn't continuously flip. So you can be set different ways.
Okay, I got what you're saying.
Tell Gey to take off the mask. Why would I do that?
Why would I want to take the mask off? This is where the money's at. This is where all the power is at. This is why the match has been good lately.
Boom Chavon.
Everybody says, they say, oh, we love Lance. Nobody loves Lance. I'm tired of that crap. I don't want to hear it.
Gey, thoughts on Fiend losing to Goldberg? Oh, I'm sorry, Oldberg.
I can't stand Goldberg. I don't know why they it's all about money. It's all about money. You know why? Because somebody wanted to see it happen. Somebody with money said, oh, I want to see Goldberg do something great. And then they said, all right, that sounds good to me.
I asked
That's why he won over in the, where was it? Tehran?
Saudi Arabia.
Arabia. They love him over there. You know why? Because he was booked to look like a freaking god. That's what it was. They booked him to look like a freaking god. Like, the guy sucks.
I asked that to James
I, got-
Ellsworth.
what's up? My feelings on James Ellsworth?
No, I asked that same question to James Ellsworth.
What about Goldberg?
Yeah.
What'd he say? He sucks?
He said that match is the reason why we have COVID.
Yeah.
That's where it came from.
That's why the world hates America, because Goldberg went and fought this somewhere. They're like, oh, America. Ugh. But no, I mean, Goldberg, he was booked to look like the greatest thing ever. He didn't look like it. To me, he didn't look like the greatest thing ever. He looked like a jacked up fake version of Stone Cold Steve Austin.
And he couldn't pull off his moves anymore. Speaking of that, we will have Goldberg. No, okay, we will not have Goldberg on the show.
Could he pull his moves off back in those days too?
Oh, shots fired.
Listen, the guy had a handful of fucking moves. He's just a big jacked up guy. That's why Vince probably loved him. But Vince didn't even love him. Vince never brought him in. He only brought him in when it was time to bring him in.
What Shawn Michaels is better, the 90s or 2000s?
I would have to say the 90s, man. The Heartbreak Kid. I met the whole clique one time at a diner.
Really? At a diner, of all places.
At a diner, yeah. Diesel told me he was off the clock. Son of a bitch. Hate him. Razor Ramon just kind of walked right by and just kind of did his thing. But I caught him in the bathroom and he was taking a crap. So
can you sign us?
No. I was on the other side of the stall going, Razor Ramon's taking a shit. And then but no, Shawn Michaels was a cool guy. He put my little brother on his shoulder. He spent like 5 minutes with us. And Triple H, he was like the gopher at that time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he drove the van because he didn't drink or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So he's like the DD. But good times, man. It was a good time.
Francine Vernon says thoughts on Pita Kid. We actually answered that earlier in the video, so go back and watch it.
I tagged with Pita Kid once.
Pita Kid.
Ever. Pita Kid, yes. He was my tag partner. We beat Ace Marksman and some kid called Warren Peace. Those were the good old days. And I did that thing again where I referenced me. And anyhow, yeah.
Can you wear that mask in GTS?
Never met him. What's up?
Can you wear that mask in GTS?
This is not. I have a special new one for GTS. I'm gonna wear this one to Deathmatch Circus, and you never know. Maybe one day down the line, I might start getting some clowns together. Bring the circus back to town. You know, people like clowns, right?
The fun house.
Everybody liked the clowns.
I like clowns.
We can bring back Nickel Wise. We can bring in Tito. We'll bring in all the clowns.
Which was the one that the one that had the gun?
What's up?
The one that had the pistol.
Yeah, that was Nickel Wise. He
Nickel
always
Wise.
like, dumbass.
There was one before that though, or was it Nickel Wise? Remember who was revealed as Nickel Wise? He wrestled without the suit for a little bit.
Tiki.
Okay, yeah. That's what his name was. We've been trying to remember it for a while.
Listen, like I said, I got all this information right here, man. I've been paying attention all these years. Tiki.
Who was the worst wrestler in GTS that you have worked with?
The worst that I've ever worked with at GTS. There's this one guy. He came and gone. I can't even remember his name, but he hit me with a whoopee cushion. Nobody was very fond of Alex Reyes.
Alex Reyes.
I didn't have anything personal against him, but not too many people were fond of him. And I wasn't very impressed with his wrestling.
Drax Mason.
Drax got personality. You can't teach that.
You can't teach that.
You can't teach that. Like, if you know Drax, you gotta like Drax because Drax is Drax. He's the king of a yo-yo. There's never been a son of a bitch better on a yo-yo. But I guess his wrestling's not that good, but he's all right. He's a good guy. You know what I'm saying? Personality. Who's a bad wrestler? I'm trying to think of who's just like bad. Who's really bad? Like really, really bad. Who's been the worst?
It's a tough question if you think about it.
It is a tough question. Like, you know, like who's just been the playing out shits? Who's never had a good wrestling match? Shit. I mean, I'd be an asshole and say Vlad, but I don't know. I'm trying to think.
No one said landscaper yet.
Well, thank goodness, right? Listen, landscaper's underrated, brother. Listen, landscaper is underrated. Listen, if he could be as mean and as focused on winning as he was on being a hard worker, he'd be the best, bar none. But he's too busy being this freaking nice guy. It makes me sick. This is what people don't understand. Landscaper is like the total polar opposite of me. He's totally opposite. You know what I'm saying? You might understand when after you do the interview, because it's gonna be different. It's not the same thing. He's totally opposite. He's too vanilla. He's so boring. He makes me sick. And the fact that like he never sticks up for himself. He's always just like, okay, whatever. You know, it just makes me sick. But now that he has me to be on the other side of the spectrum, maybe one day he could be something special. You know, he's helped me a lot. He's helped me. I mean, he goes to the school. He learns all the wrestling. You know, he makes life easy for me. All I got to do is open my mouth and talk shit.
Someone said Dalton.
Dalton, listen. Dalton is not a bad wrestler. Dalton actually, I was very impressed with his last outing. There's little subtleties that like, you know, a fan might not pick up on, where I thought he did a really good job in the situation that he's put in. He knows how to get heat.
Yeah, someone said Joe Wolf. Joe Wolf.
This is the thing. A lot of guys just expect that like they could get by. You know what I'm saying? Like Joe's been very good at making people dislike him. If you don't like him on the show, you'll hate him twice as much at a live show. Because all that shit that he does it times 10 at a live show. He's very good at that. He's very good at making people not like him.
Yeah. That's the whole point, though.
The last match I watched of him wasn't the worst. It wasn't bad. But he could be a better wrestler if he wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get what you put into this.
Someone said they want to see Lance versus Gey Mysterio.
Well, that's not gonna happen.
It could happen in a video game.
Yeah, maybe in a video game, or if you had like a fake Gey Mysterio.
Fake Gey Mysterio.
I don't know if you. I don't think you can fake Lance. But there was that one time that they won the tag belts. Not they, we. Yes, we.
If he actually shows up, what is the worst gimmick in GTS history?
The worst gimmick in GTS history.
I know what somebody says.
A lot of people might say Gey Mysterio.
No. I know what somebody's gonna say. Somebody, and this has been brought up in other interviews. Soda Pop Smith's Terminator gimmick.
Yeah, I you know what it was? The Terminator movie came out, and somebody had to be the Terminator, and I guess it was him.
I did like his freaky looking eyes though.
But I mean that was like maybe doomed from the jump.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's not on Soda Pop.
Who is your favorite superstar?
From GTS? My favorite GTS superstar or just superstar in wrestling?
From all promotions.
Ah, shit. All time, Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock.
Hell yeah. Ah.
Triple H was good, but he wasn't The Rock. And he wasn't Stone Cold. He was good. Ric Flair was a fucking god.
Woo!
Bret Hart was solid. Like his in-ring ability was really good. He sucked on a promo. Terrible.
Is that how you got into wrestling with Stone Cold or The Rock, or
How I got into wrestling?
like watching it and wanting to be like, yeah, that's for me?
My dad was a manager at Iron Mike Sharp's School of Professional Wrestling back in the 90s.
God. Okay.
So I used to go to the school and I used to like go in the locker room and they'd be like, "Hey, why is this kid in the locker room?" And they're like, "Ah, he's with the choir boy. Don't worry about it."
That's
you know?
cool.
And in retrospect, we'll have this conversation in a couple days because I imagine the whole thing will probably be more or less about the past and how we got here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Leave it on a cliffhanger. There we go. Perfect response to that.
All right.
So, where can they find you at?
What's up?
Where can they find you?
Where can you find Gey Mysterio?
Yes.
You can find him on Twitter at Gey Mysterio GTS. I don't have any Instagram. That's pretty bad. I probably should. I think that's it. Just my Twitter, and you can see me on GTS. I do think that people should go out in 2 weeks to go to Millville, New Jersey, and check out ICW Deathmatch Drive-In on a Friday night, and then Deathmatch Circus on Deathmatch Drive-In's on a Saturday, and Deathmatch Circus. No, I don't know how it's scheduled, but look up ICW New York, look up Deathmatch Circus, because the clown Gey Mysterio is gonna be there, and we're gonna start some shit, and hopefully we can get into a fight.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, GTS and my Twitter, you'll see me on Twitter, man.
And yeah, so we are gonna see Landscaper on the show on Wednesday night around the same time ish.
Yeah, I'll be excited to see that.
Yeah. So if you tuned in for this, definitely don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment, and we will leave you with Gey Mysterio's theme song because I found it.